You wake up one morning. Everything feels wrong. Your job is gone. Your plan is gone. You sit alone and think, what do I do now? Warmly. Does this sound familiar? Maybe you felt lost before. Maybe life surprised you with a problem. Maybe you felt too tired to try again. Today, I want to share a story with you. A story about a real person. A person who lost everything and then slowly built it all back. This story will help your English listening. You will hear new vocabulary words. I will explain every difficult word. Simply, clearly, right away. My name is Tom. Welcome to Easy English, English for beginners. I am your English coach and your English friend. Warmly, let's begin this story. Together, before the story begins, let me tell you something. This lesson works in a special way. Step 1. Just listen. Do not stop. Do not translate. Let the English flow into your ears. Step 2. I will explain difficult words. Every time you hear a new word, I will stop and explain it simply. You do not need a dictionary today. Step 3. Listen again after the story. The second time will feel much easier. Your brain will understand more. Warmly, you are safe here. Take your time. Relax. Now let us begin the story. Chapter 1. The Cold Morning. One cold morning, Tom walked out of his office. He had worked there for 5 years. His hands were trembling, shaking because of stress or strong emotion. His thoughts were scattered, not organized, like pieces flying in different directions. He had just lost his job. His company closed without any warning. He had no plan. He had no direction. A goal or a path to follow in life. The street was full of people, but Tom felt completely isolated, feeling completely alone, separated from others. He sat on a bench near the bus stop. Cars rushed past him. People walked fast. They had a purpose. Tom felt deeply confused. He was afraid. He took a slow, deep breath. He tried to focus on the present moment. He whispered quietly to himself, "This is not the end. This is just the beginning." Warmly, have you ever felt like Tom at that moment? Chapter 2. The Kind Old Woman. While Tom sat on the bench, an old woman stopped near him. Her smile was warm and reassuring, making you feel safe and comfortable. She asked softly, "Are you all right, my dear?" Tom told her he had lost his job. He did not know what to do. The old woman nodded slowly. Moved her head up and down to show she understood. She said, "I once lost everything too, but that loss became an opportunity. A chance for something new and better." She sat beside Tom and shared her story. She had lost her home and her work. She cried every night at first, but then she decided to rebuild her life. To create your life again after losing everything. She learned new skills. She opened a small bakery. She said it was difficult, but it was worth it. The hard work brought good and valuable results. Her words gave Tom hope. That evening he sat at his kitchen table. He opened a notebook. He wrote 4 words. "I will not give up." Warmly, those 4 words changed everything. Chapter 3. One small goal every day. The next morning Tom woke up early. Earlier than usual. Before his normal wake-up time. For example, 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. The sky was light. The air was cool. He made a cup of tea and sat by the window. He was ready to try something new. His first goal was simple: read in the park for 30 minutes. Goal: something you want to do or achieve. He walked to a small park near his house. He found a quiet bench under a tree. The air felt refreshing. Refreshing, making you feel awake, clean, and full of energy. He opened his book and started to read. As he read, he began to notice small things. Notice, to see or hear something and become aware of it. Birds were singing in the trees. A woman was walking her dog. Children were playing and laughing. The wind was moving through the leaves. He felt curious about the world around him. Curious, wanted to know more, wanted to learn and explore. When he returned home, he felt proud. It was a small action, but it was meaningful. Meaningful, important, and full of purpose, not empty or wasted. He wrote in his notebook, "Today I completed my first small task. Change has begun." Chapter 4, Helping Others. One afternoon, Tom visited an animal shelter. Animal shelter, a place where lost or homeless animals are cared for. He wanted to do something useful. He wanted to help others. A woman named Anna welcomed him. She was a volunteer. Volunteer, someone who helps without getting paid, from the heart. Anna asked Tom to help feed the dogs. Tom felt a little hesitant at first. Hesitant, unsure, slow to make a decision because of fear. But then he met a small brown dog named Leo. Leo was very gentle and kind. Gentle, soft, calm, and not aggressive. Safe to be near. Tom sat on the ground next to Leo. He gave him some food slowly and carefully. Leo came closer. He rested his head on Tom's leg. Tom felt a warm and comforting feeling. Comforting, making you feel safe, calm, and less alone. At that moment, Tom understood something important. Small acts of care can change everything, for the animal and for yourself. Warmly, that evening Tom felt proud and happy. He was not the same person from that cold morning. Chapter 5, A New Problem. Weeks passed. Life was slowly getting better. Tom was building small habits every day. He felt more confident, more alive, but then something unexpected happened. Unexpected. Something that surprises you. You did not see it coming. His landlord called him one morning. Landlord, the person who owns a house or apartment you rent. The building was being sold. Tom had 1 month to leave his home. The news felt like a setback. Setback, a problem that stops or delays your progress. Tom sat on the floor of his apartment. He felt overwhelmed. Overwhelmed, filled with too many emotions at one time. Too much to handle. For a few days he felt sad and angry. He stopped going to the animal shelter. He stopped talking to his new friends. But one evening he remembered the old woman. She said, "Every problem is also a chance. Every loss is also an opportunity for something new." Chapter 6, A New Beginning. Tom started looking for a new place to live. The search was difficult and frustrating. Frustrating, making you feel annoyed and impatient because things are hard. Finally, he found a small room in a shared house. Shared house, a house where more than one person lives together. He was nervous about living with strangers, but he decided to try. On his first night, he met David. David was a musician who lived in the house. At first, David seemed distant. Distant, not very friendly, keeping a little space from others. But little by little, they started talking. They talked about life and about challenges. Challenges. difficult situations that test your strength and ability. Living with others was not always easy, but Tom learned something valuable there. He learned how to compromise. Compromise. Find a middle solution where both people are happy. He learned patience. He learned communication. These were new and important lessons for his life. Warmly, every difficult moment was teaching him something. Chapter 7. What Tom Learned. One night Tom sat on his bed feeling hopeless. Hopeless. Feeling like nothing will ever get better. Without hope. David knocked on his door. He asked Tom to join him at a small concert. Tom said no, but David insisted, asked strongly, and did not give up, kept asking. The music that night was soft and beautiful. It reminded Tom that joy still existed, even in the darkest times. That night Tom wrote a letter to himself. He wrote these words. You are stronger than you think. You have faced many problems, and you are still here. You are not failing. You are learning. Warmly. These words are for you too, my friend. Months later, Tom started a free English club. He taught English to people who could not pay. His classes grew bigger every week. More and more people came through the doors. He was invited to speak at a big conference, a large important meeting where experts share their ideas. He stood on the stage with trembling hands. He spoke slowly. He spoke clearly. He shared his story with hundreds of people. When he finished, everyone clapped loudly. Applause. When people clap their hands to show they are happy and impressed. Tom stood there and felt something powerful. He had lost everything, and then he built it back. Not perfectly, not quickly, but step by step, warmly. And that is the most important lesson of all. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Warmly. Before you go, let me say something to you. You just listened to a real English story, from beginning to end. That is not small. That is powerful. Your homework tonight is simple. Listen to this story one more time. The second time will feel much easier. You will understand more words. You will feel more confident. And remember the words Tom wrote to himself. You are not failing. You are learning. Small steps. Every single day. Warmly, I am proud of you. Truly proud. Share this video with one friend learning English. Subscribe to Easy English, English for Beginners. New episodes every week. Just for you. Warmly. Take care, my friend. Keep going. Keep listening. Keep growing. Bye-bye.